Finish though for Arsenal, a good result for them, going top, 1 point ahead of Liverpool in the Premier League standings right now. A fine way for Mikel Arteta to celebrate his 300th game in charge of this club. Arsenal are now top of the table, and I wonder for you guys if we can talk about what it feels like to be the hunted rather than the hunters for Arsenal. Will that change anything for them, Frank, the pressure being on them now that they are the leaders?
I don't think so. I think they've been looking for that, for a while now. They're fed up being second. So if they can be first and lead the race, I think they're going to be happy. And on top of it, everything works properly and perfectly. I mean, yes, Odegaard is injured again, and that's sad for the players first, and maybe for the squad, for Arteta's tactic. But everybody else is spot on, and they're ready to cope with anybody else. And Liverpool is not going well. The others are trying to follow, but Arsenal is really the contender for me. They are in very good shape today. They were in dominance for 90 minutes. West Ham didn't exist. It was about the time to win that game, and I think they're going to be pleased with the result. And if they're first, they deserve that, and I think they want to keep it. So now they're happy to be chased.
How does the perspective change for you when you're being chased?
At this time of the year, it doesn't matter as much. It's after Christmas when you find out whether teams... it goes two ways. When you're at the top, you either grow another 6 inches, get another second on your 100 metres, or you go the other way. You start overthinking about it, and then you start tensing up. But it really only applies more than anything else in the second part of the season. After Christmas is when it matters. And I think it was, 2022 when Arsenal got themselves ahead and bottled it, basically. But this Arsenal side look a little different. They certainly look way more experienced, way stronger, way more organised. So I don't believe that this Arsenal side will have a problem being chased, quite frankly.
This game today, if it is an example for what's to come, although you don't play West Ham every weekend, this was a glorified training session. It really was. That's how much better Arsenal was than West Ham. And if you're looking for a team that right now seems to fit all the narrative and check all the boxes of what it takes to be a champion in the Premier League, Arsenal is closer to checking all those boxes, much more so than anybody else. There are less questions about Arsenal than there are about everybody else, and based on today's performance, that was the performance of a team that knows they're better than the opposition, they put the game away, they put the game beyond doubt. There was no question as to who was the better team, no stress, no issues, no drama, nobody with their hands on their knees. No. Just solid, mature, comfortable performance. The more performances like that you have, that your Arsenal, come the turn of the year, they're going to feel a whole lot better about themselves. Right now, they feel a whole lot better about themselves than everybody else does because they don't have as many questions as everybody else does.
Don, you called the game today. Obviously, the negative today is Odegaard was able to walk down the tunnel but had a knee brace on and said he was not positive about the injury.
Yeah, it can be one or two things. Having been there myself, it was a bone-on-bone, a knee-on-knee collision, which hopefully is a contact injury. Then it's a little bit sore. The worst case scenario, if you tweak your medial ligament, that can be a little bit worse. But calling the game today, Kay, I mean, honestly, you just knew from minute one, or you had the feeling before the game, it was a guaranteed 3 points. They performed like champions today. We talked about Liverpool and being Stevie stressed when he watched Liverpool. There's no stress when you watch Arsenal. You know the patterns of play. They had a bench today, Arsenal, to absolutely die for. Jesus was still injured. Madueke's still injured. Havertz still injured. Their bench today, if any one of the players in the first 11, as in Odegaard, got taken off through injury or a lack of form or whatever, Zubimendi then came on. It was like for like. They were so strong. They were mature, I think, as Ali said. They kept the ball, the patterns of play. They just breezed past West Ham. West Ham put up a little bit of a fight, to be fair to them, but Arsenal's XG was close to 3, and it could have been, it felt like, watching the game, if they needed to turn it on and they needed to go through a gear or two, they could have done it and probably won by 4 or 5. They were perfect today, Arsenal.
Don, I must talk to you.
Wait, you refer to Don as Dr. Hutchison.
Dr. Hutch, I know.
Yeah.
Did you?
No. Don talking about the old injury and giving the old diagnosis.
Yeah, Dr. Hutchison.
I must talk about West Ham. A quick word on them now. Nuno Espirito Santo definitely can see the size of the task that lies ahead of him, Don.
Yeah, I took a few positives actually from today. I mean, not because they tried to out-football Arsenal or, you know, they played really well. They didn't. But what I saw from a West Ham side today, I saw a side that didn't go under. You know, Chelsea walloped them 5 at the start of the season. They got walloped against Sunderland match day 1 away from home, 3. That could have been more. And I thought the structure that Nuno went with today with his 4-1-4-1, Magassa was quite impressive in terms of trying to get around the pitch. Juff was just a bit naive, giving the penalty away, but he played quite well. The defenders, Mavropanos and Kilman, every time a ball come in the box, they won things. Somerville was West Ham's best player with his industry and his trickery and trying to take West Ham at the pitch alongside Bowen. Fulkrug's not a number 9. I mean, he is, but he's not Premier League and going to be the man that gets West Ham out of trouble. So he's been left with a bad squad. That's what done Graham Potter in. The squad's not strong enough or good enough. But I saw signs along the way. Their next few games, I think they play Brentford, winnable. They play Leeds, winnable. Then I think Newcastle and Burnley. So there's quite a few games, 3 out of the 4, where you might think West Ham with a win or 2 might just get them out and get them out the bottom 3. But it's going to be a scrap.
Yeah.